Rick, there was a blockbuster pick 5 months ago. The Mavericks got rid of Luka Dončić. Luka Dončić, the man that helped ease the pain of Dirk Nowitzki's departure. Luka Dončić, the individual that I believe made 5 consecutive first-team All-NBA teams. Luka Dončić, the individual that put the entire Dallas Mavericks organization on his back, drugged them to the NBA Finals, albeit they got dismantled by the Boston Celtics, but they were there nonetheless. Insert Cooper Flagg out of Duke, number 2. Cold-blooded killer, many would try to suggest. Can Cooper Flagg, the number 1 overall pick, make people like me, Dallas Mavericks fans, forget about Luka Dončić?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah. No.
Not after hearing the crowd at the draft party chanting "Fire Nico."
Dang, still.
Not after their last memory is, if it's not of Luka taking their team to the finals unexpectedly. It's seeing him on the bench in tears because he's no longer a Dallas Maverick. Like, those emotional touchstones, to me, are not going to be forgotten, and I thought the draft party underscored that. If you were going to forget about him, you'd be already well on your way, because you know you're getting Cooper Flagg, and we're going to add him to Kyrie Irving. We're going to add him to Anthony Davis. Okay, you know what? Maybe this won't turn out so bad. Maybe, after everything that we've heard and saw how it went with Luka in L.A. at first blush, maybe this wasn't such a bad idea. But then the draft party comes around, and you're on the eve of getting this Cooper Flagg, and all the hype around him, and all you're still thinking about is "Fire Nico." He got rid of our boy. Luka wanted to be here. Luka was all that. Like, the emotional attachment that they have to him, I just don't know that that's ever going to go away. No offense to Cooper and what he may be able to do. I just think that that's a wound that is not going to heal.
That's well said. Usually I give takes as an analyst. This time I can give a take as a fan. Cooper can make us forget about Luka Dončić so long as Cooper can, 1, be strong where Luka Dončić was weak. That was primarily defensively, number 1. And then number 2, can you take us as far, if not further, than Luka Dončić? If you can do those 2 things, I'll forget about Luka. Not legitimately forget about Luka, because Luka's Luka. Luka's a Dallas Maverick to me. But if you can take Luka, if you can take the Mavericks further than Luka ever did, win a chip, take us to the finals, be competitive in the finals, I do believe you can make me forget. But I will say this, Luka plays a role as well. Because so long as Luka continues to ball, if he takes the Lakers to 1, 2, 3, 4 championships, I'm not forgetting. It don't matter what Cooper Flagg does for me here in Dallas. If Luka continues to ball, if you're a Mavericks fan, you can't forget. I remember Slick, Shady, James. Let me share this story. One of my exes didn't block me after we broke up. Didn't happen, 2-5. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Jay. Didn't block you? No, not after we broke up. Didn't block me after we broke up. Didn't block me 6 months after we broke up. Didn't block me a year after we broke up. But then blocked me 18 months after we broke up. That was strange. Why would you block me 18 months after we broke up? What happened for you to block me 18 months after we broke up? Oh, I released uncomfortable conversations, and I was everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. So now you had to block me because you couldn't forget about me, because now I'm everywhere. If Luka Dončić continues to be everywhere, Lakers win a championship 2026, Lakers win 2028, Lakers win 2030, Lakers win 2031. Now Mavericks fans can't forget about him. Because even though you're out of sight, you're not out of mind. But if Cooper Flagg wins and Luka don't do nothing, now you're out of sight, out of mind. Now I won't even have to think about you. So Luka plays a role as well. So long as Luka's successful, James Jones, I don't think the Mavs can forget about him either.
Yeah, I'm with you and Slick. I don't think they ever could forget about him. This is a statue player that you guys had in your building. A 5-time All-NBA, a 5-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year in 5 years. Not 6. Like, 5 years straight. Like, Luka is that type dude. And he's not retired. Just like you said, if your girl worked here and every day you had to see her, you're not going to forget about her. Even if y'all wasn't together, you're not going to forget about her. So at the same time, I don't see how they forget about Luka because of Cooper Flagg. I just don't understand how, because he was that special, man. He's a statue player, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's why they brought me back to this show.
Go ahead, man.
Y'all always seem to agree with each other.
Go ahead.
Yes, they can't forget about Luka. Right?
How?
And let me explain why and how. First of all, I guess what the fans are feeling right now, just because it just happened. It just happened, right? Luka goes to the finals, and the next year you get rid of him. Everybody will make everybody uncomfortable, right? But when you think about it, you never really can just forget about a great player, but you can kind of look past it. I'll give you some examples. Kareem was one of the greatest Lakers of all time.
Facts.
But then there was a time where Shaq came along. Are we going to ask, did Shaq make you forget about Kareem? No. Everything is in the present, right? The fans, the viewerships, the kids watching, right? The owners, everybody, is what's happening now. Kareem was great for the Lakers, and we can't really forget Kareem. But right now, today, Shaq was doing so well that we're cool with this we got right there.
Yeah.
Dirk brought the first chip to Dallas. Did we not forget?
He did.
Everybody loved Dirk. Dirk was so great. He had a street named after him because he was so good, right? I don't even like Dallas like that. I don't even like Texas like that. But I go here and there to see Dirk play.
Yeah.
Right? I did that. Now Luka came along. Now we ain't forget about Dirk.
Yeah.
But we're not really talking about him. We talking about Luka.
Yeah.
I'll give you another one. Magic Johnson was so great. You talk about the show Lakers. But then this kid from Philadelphia came along. Kobe Bryant. And everybody loved Kobe. We didn't forget about Magic. But right now in the present, we got Kobe being Bryant.
Correct.
So you can't forget about the greats, right? But you can respect today in the present, and we can deal with the Kobe Bryant.
The only difference between those stories is that those dudes were done. Kareem was done when Shaq was dominating. You understand? Magic was done when Kobe came in there. Luka's still playing. Like Acho said, Luka could still be in a championship. Luka is still going to be all over everywhere balling. Luka's that type player. Luka is going to come back to Dallas, and his cheers is going to be way louder than Cooper Flagg's.
Depends, though, too.
See, I don't...
No, way louder.
Let me say real quick. Can I say to you, James? See...
You see the people in the stands crying for Luka?
No, I heard that, but see, you think that, right? But this is one thing I've learned about this whole game, because when I got traded, I was so angry,
I was
right?
about to talk about that.
And a lot of fans was cheering for me, but eventually...
Yep, they move on.
They move on.
You
know why? Because they start playing well. So my thing is, if Cooper Flagg plays well and they start winning, players come and go, James.
Yeah.
Great players come and go.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know who never goes nowhere?
Talk about them fans.
Franchise.
Talk about them, yeah.
And if I am a diehard Mavericks fan, I love Luka. Luka plays for the Lakers.
Correct.
I'm going to go to the Mavs game because I'm a Mavs fan.
Yeah,
Here's the difference. And it's good to have you back, Shade.
Great to have you
But
back.
sometimes I still got to adjust.
Do your job. Do your job.
Is all of those guys were done. I mean, you're not only is Luka alive, but there's still the shock effect of he didn't have to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, all the players that we talked about, they had made their run. Appreciate your service. We're on to the next one. And it wasn't, this was different. This was, you cut my heart out. Like, why did we have to move Luka? He just took us to the finals. And I think that the shock effect of that is what is going to linger. And the second part is, Luka is without question a number one. And we can show highlights. Like, every Dallas Maverick fan can think about all the big shots he made, all of the, oh my God, look what he did. He danced on you, right? He made plays that nobody else in the league can make. I don't see that in Cooper Flagg's future. I think he can be really good. I don't think he can be a number one. And that's where it's going to be hard for him to erase Luka.
Let me support my dog 2-5, because the thing about both doing the show with Shady is being able to play with Shady, too. Played with Shady 10 years ago, and I saw Shady after he left. Shady didn't see Philly after he left because Shady was on to Buffalo. Fans love you for a moment, but they forget in time. Don't get it twisted. Shady's now back in the Eagles Hall of Fame, but let Shady say something that's like deemed anti-Eagles. Oh, he was a Bill anyway. I mean, fans are very, very fickle. They're fans. They're fanatics. So with Luka, if Flagg brings them a chip, like the Eagles ultimately won championships without LeSean McCoy, and they won a championship while LeSean McCoy was still in the league, we love Shady, but right now, I love LeGarrette Blount, and right now I love Darren Sproles, and right now I love Corey Clement, and I love Mike Vick. But right now, I love Nick Foles, and right now they love Jalen Hurts. And right now they love Saquon Barkley, and right now they love A.J. Brown. So because I've seen it, and now you can suggest Shady wasn't the same star that Luka Dončić was. I don't know if Luka's going to have his jersey in the Mavericks Ring of Honor. I know Shady has his in the Hall of Fame. So I'm just saying, like, I've seen fans not forget, but I'm not worried about you right now.
And the thing is, and the way you guys are talking from a standpoint of being in this game, in this industry for a long time. Y'all not real fans, for real. Respectfully, y'all not. Because I just became a fan since I retired. And when I say that, it's more of, like, even Luka's playing right now. Now, watch this for a second. The fans, you said their hearts are broken, and which they are. If the Mavericks is in the playoffs and they going against the Lakers, that same fan that broke their heart, he's going to be cheering for the Mavs to win that series.
Yeah, and embarrass Luka.
If the Mavericks go to the finals and Cooper Flagg is averaging 22 points, 18 points, and he's a big help for that team, and they winning. As much as that Luka fan and that crowd and all that, and all them signs, I guarantee you this, they going to be cheering for the Mavericks to win.
And they're still going to be chanting, "Fire Nico."
At that point, they won't. No, at that point, they won't. Because the problem is, like, it just happened, though. So it just happened. But over time, what happens is I still love Luka, but my love for the franchise is greater than that.
Yeah.
Because now when we go to the grocery store and I see my neighbor, "Hey, John, how you doing? Did you see our Mavs last night?"
You know
they
what?
not going to be talking, "Yo, did you see Luka at 50 for the late?" They're not talking about that. And I learned that fans, for a fan base, is one of the biggest things in sports. That's why that's why when there's no basketball going on, people are miserable. When there's no football going on, people. You know why? Because this America we live in, it's all about sports.
This might be the difference, though, between football and basketball.
Okay.
In today's world.
All right.
Because what I see is fans are fans of players more than they are of franchises ever before. Ever before.
More, but still not more. That still doesn't swing completely.
You know, I know too many people who are LeBron James fans, who are Kevin Durant fans, and they're going to be fans of them wherever they go.
That's true.
The only question is with Luka is that he didn't have the longevity in Dallas.
Yes.
You know, was he able to dig in far enough where people are going to go, "I'm a Luka Dončić fan first and foremost, and I'm a Dallas Maverick fan second."
Yeah, that's why I agree with that.
You tell it real quick, because like people love players. I love players, but real fans, right? Who's like players can make $40 million a year, $50 million. It's not because you like a player. You like the team. You like the sport of the game.
I think that's more.
So real quick. So Kevin Durant was one of the greatest Thunder we've ever seen. Everybody loved him. You think they even talking about Kevin Durant right there right now when they got a championship?
Where?
And Thunder in OKC.
No, they're not.
Everybody loved Kobe. I'm a Kobe Bryant nut. But right, hold on for a second. Some of my best friends, some of my family, they love Kobe. They are Laker fans. And if y'all remember this, back in the day when Kobe was on top and LeBron was getting right to the top, it was a beef. It was a battle. Do you like LeBron or you like Kobe? Do y'all remember that? Okay. If you're a Laker fan and you had this thing going on, I'm Kobe all the way out. And then Kobe goes out, and then LeBron comes to the Lakers. You felt weird. But guess you know what happened? Yeah, we going with King James. Because we are fans of the game.
There are still Lakers fans
you guys,
who
man.
have not made that, have not crossed that bridge.
All I will say is fans is going to root for their team.
Of course.
But Luka's still playing. So let's say Luka's in the finals and the Mavs ain't. You're not going to be able to.
What about the Western Conference Finals? The Mavs and Luka. Now do that.
Then you're not going to be able to forget about Luka. If Luka is there, right?
Who you going for?
If you're a Mavericks fan, that's totally different. You're going for your team. About it. But we talking about forgetting about him. If Luka's on that basketball court in the Western Conference Finals against the Mavs, they're not forgetting about Luka. You can't.
If he balls, you're thinking to yourself, he could be balling on our team.
The thing is, my first initial argument was you can never just forget about a great player.
Yeah.
But you're going to look past that.
That's fair.
Well, fans going to root for their team.
Luka he step back three on your team. You ain't happy about that?
I'll tell you that much.
Real quick, I'm about to get on my phone, and I'm going to introduce you guys to some real fans. Y'all don't know no real fans.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.